Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Michaela and I'm going to do with you a new cover up, a new kimono I would call it. Yes, I would call it a beach cover up. I'm so excited. I actually forgot the name I was going to give to this cover up. But nevertheless, this is the least important information. I've actually recorded it. I've made it completely, and I recorded already. But my phone memory was full, so nothing was saved, unfortunately. So I decided to unstitch everything and redo because for the moment I don't have time to do a new one from the bottom, so I'm going to explain you already the steps what I did and the steps what you should do. So I've actually just unpicked just the most important parts so you understand. So we've got here a front piece. So this is my front piece. Of course it has an opening, so we've got left side and right side, the front piece, and then we've got the back piece, the big piece of the kimono. So in the pattern you will find that the front piece and the back piece is actually the same, but one you will be cutting on fold and the other ones you will be actually cut it as a front piece, left and right, mirroring each other. So what does it mean cut on fold? So you just simply have to fold like that into your fabric, like I just did right now. So you're folding into your fabric, you place the paper pattern on top of it, and you will be, let's imagine that this is the folded part, so you will be cutting on the long and on the back, and you will have the folded part over here, right? And then of course mirroring means one side mirroring the other. So what I've done already, I've actually stitched. I've stitched one front piece together with my back piece, yes. And well, I wanted to show you. Next you will have to do the other side. This is how you shall start. So I'm placing one front piece on top of the back piece, and if you have little pins like this, like I find them, they're really useful when it comes to fabric like this. This is a chiffon. You can do with a lot of very lightweight fabric, I would say, right? So I love, this is a chiffon, is non-stretch. You don't need any stretch whatsoever. So the idea is just practically pinning everything together. We faced, so the two fabrics are having the right side of the fabric, so the two sides, the front piece and the back piece are having the right side of the fabric inside facing each other. So yes, I'm just actually pinning these pieces very quickly for you to show you the next step. And once I've pinned, I will go to my serger and I will be serging this piece. If you do not have an overlocker machine, well, a serger can be named as well, you can always use your zigzag stitch with your normal sew machine. Of course I do have an overlocker, and it's actually an industrial one, and it's really so fast to use it. So of course I go ahead and I'm gonna use this. But as you can see, it's a very easy step to do. So of course zigzagging will actually kind of like cover the raw edges. Yes, this is the idea of it, to overlock, to try to cover the raw edges. So I'm happy that this kimono is very easy and fast to to be done, because yeah, unpicking was really no fun. So yes, well, I've serged this piece, and now I've got the entire front and back all together. And next I'm going to attach my triangle. So as you can see, one triangle is already attached over here, and so easy. The same, it's being placed on top of the front piece. I hope you can see well what I'm doing over here. So this is my other front piece, right, the one which I've just serged a moment ago. So I'm going to take my triangle piece, and I'm going to place it on top again, right side of the fabric, facing together. And the same I'm going to pin. Like, really, this cover up is like so chic and so beautiful and really easy to make. Like, well, eliminating the cutting part, half an hour top. So yeah, all right. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to serge this bit. But actually what I wanted to say before, I'm so sorry, I forgot that. So I've got here my straps, right? The straps I've actually just literally folded it in two and just did a straight stitch. You can actually also like do a spaghetti strap. It's actually the same. It can be done this way as well. And actually, to my triangle first, I've overlocked the edge, the raw edges. You can choose to overlock the raw edges. For me, it was just simply faster, or you can simply fold it inside and do a straight stitch. Since this is not a stretch fabric, you don't need a zigzag stitch. You can just have a simply straight stitch. So this edge, this like I would call it ruffled lettuce edge, right? It's actually an overlocker stitch. It's made with simply with one needle, and I've already shown how I do bikini with the lettuce edge. What is the difference between this and that? I actually keep the stitch length kind of like normal, like on 3 or so, and there is no differential feet at all. So I'm going to show you, actually, this is my home overlocker machine, and as you can see, I've got my tensions like really on 4, and I only use one needle, and as you can see, the differential feed is really like on 1, and this is the stitch length. And yeah, I say 3 because it's really 3. As of the stitch width, actually this is a choice for everyone. I have it on the widest part, but of course this stitch can also be done with a zigzag stitch, although I would not recommend it because it's really time consuming. Like, I used to do it in the past, but I'm honest to you, it's time consuming. I did show how to do in one of my videos with the lettuce edge triangle videos. I did show how to do this edge with the normal zigzag stitch. So actually the idea is just doing a zigzag stitch with a small stitch length, let's say like 2.5, and just going really around the edge. It takes a while, I'm honest with you. If you don't have a serger or an overlocker, it can be a little bit time consuming. So yes, first I've done my spaghetti straps, and I've overlocked the edges, and then I've literally just did a straight stitch over the strap before attaching this bit on the other side. So now I am going to serge the other triangle. I'm checking once in a while if my phone is still recording. right. Okay, so we've got our kimono with the two triangles, with the two pieces attached, and actually here I've unpicked the other strap, no problem. So as you can see, what I also did, I attached another strap to the side. I'm going to mark it on the pattern, and this is actually just so you don't have like a gap in the breast area. Just simply aesthetic. Like if you feel like making the triangle a little bit smaller so it covers exactly your breast, so there's like no loose in fabric, then maybe perhaps you won't need this bit. But well, nevertheless, I've made it to give a better support, let's call it like that. So next, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to create a strap channel. So because obviously we need to rush this bit a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a parallel line, a parallel stitch all around. Literally, I'm talking about 1 centimeter away from this stitch length. I'm going to fold it inside like that, because also I don't like this really raw edge. So I'm actually seeing the wrong side of the fabric here. I'm not sure you're seeing it well. So yeah, I'm going to fold it inside like this, and I'm going to do a parallel stitch all over, practically from the beginning till the end. So this bit will be folded inside like this and done parallel stitch. Okay, so let me get my normal sew machine. Okay, so I've got my sew machine set up. I realized I didn't thread it. So I've got my sew machine set up, and to do this strap channel, first I'm going to do a parallel stitch all over the triangle part. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to Why I did this? It's actually to secure the 2 layers of fabric, which afterwards, when I want to fold this bit inside, I have it already separated my triangle from the rest of the how can I call it, front piece and back piece, which need to be folded, so they're not kind of like in the way, the 2 layers of fabric. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. So just simply a parallel stitch about 1 centimeter or so, but I wouldn't do more than a centimeter. This bit is as well done, and now what we are going to do, we're going to create the real strap channel. All right, and I'm actually looking now to my right side of the fabric. I want it the wrong side of the fabric facing me, right? Because we are going to fold it like this, kind of like this edge which we just stitched now is going to be folded like this over, and I'm going to do another parallel stitch, and I'm going to take care that it is not a lot of, not how can I say, like no bunching fabric underneath. So there's just like the channel and yeah, perhaps a little bit of fabric, but not too much, because I don't want any bunching underneath. And I'm honest, I actually don't do like a lot of measuring. I just simply fold it like that inside, and I just simply go like about a centimeter or so for my strap channel. So I'm going to do all the rest off camera, just in the same way. Once I'm done, coming back to show you the next steps. Okay, so the next step will actually be introducing and making the strap channel. So as you can see, I've got here, let's call it three straps. I've got one strap made of the fabric, I've got one of elastic, and I've got another one as well of fabric. The elastic bit, it's actually measuring exactly I'm sorry, it's measuring exactly the back piece. And why do I added the elastic? I actually added in order not to cut in your back when you want to ruche. So when you will be pulling this tiny bit, and the kimono will be ruching, right, a little bit in your back, that it's not cutting straight in your back. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to stitch together the elastic with the strap fabric. And how do I do that? I just simply make a zigzag stitch. It's the easiest when sewing such a small strap. So I stitch it like this on the length of it. So I just made a few stitches back and forth. They're not really like special, but believe me, they will be holding very well. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Of course, if you do have another technique of actually doing this stitch, yes, go ahead. You don't have to follow always my steps. I just choose wherever it's easier and faster sometimes, as you also know that I have my own handmade swimwear business. So sometimes I'm really juggling between my normal job and the pattern making and my swimwear. Okay, so next I'm going to introduce this strap in between the channel. I've got here my strap channel. Let me just check. Yes, I'm recording, so sorry. So I've got here my strap channel, and this is actually a loop turner. I use it, but perhaps I'm going to try. Just got tangled right away. That was fast. You can use a safety pin if you wish. I'm going to try with my loop turner because sometimes it's like really fast and really easy to do. So let me see if I can slide it in between here. If the fabric is like not too much, then I can use easily the loop turner. And I'm going to take one end and I'm going to pull it through just like this. So sorry. I'm trying to help here because alrighty. So I've got here my one end, which is out already. Because I wanted to show you how beautiful is ruching this bit. And I'm going to try to move the elastic along like that. And I'm going to be very careful that I'm not pulling it completely out. All right, so I've got here an elastic bit, and look how beautiful this is ruching already. And I'm going to try to pull a little more. So with this type, you have to be a little bit like patient, because obviously you've got the elastic sliding in and the straps as well. So you don't want to practically force anything, especially in this last bit, which I'm sliding the elastic through, because it's twisted a little bit here, so I'm just trying to arrange it. Okay, so I've got here the elastic pulled through and the straps, and it's already looking so much more beautiful. So these straps, you will use them to tie the kimono in front, and you will have the neck and then the side to adjust the triangle so it's more stable and it's kind of like not gapping or whatsoever. Another thing you can do, in case you wanted that it's the triangle, it's more stable, of course, you can do like a zigzag stitch, adding some elastic, and this will give like a shape to your triangle, kind of like the same as the lattice edge triangle top, which I've shown you. So this obviously will be kind of like gathering around your breast, but yeah, this is more or less the construction. Once you've finished with the strap, you can go ahead and do a lattice edge all over the kimono on the bottom part, and of course to the sides completely, whatever it's a selvage edge, or how you call it, an edge, a raw edge. Or if you do not want to overlock it, you can just simply go ahead and fold the edge on the inside and do a straight stitch over, and then you will have also a beautiful finish to your garment. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please feel free to write me. I wish you happy sewing.